It started.
I think so. Yes. No, he started थी भाई.
Started.
Maybe it was paused.
Okay.
But we were live, remember?
Yeah. So back to the stream. Welcome.
Bro, listen. I have no clue how much we talked off the stream, bro. But like, you guys missed some real fucking sauce. I swear.
No. We are going to talk about those topics as well. So
Again.
maybe for now we will discuss about like the challenges with which a normal Indian athlete who have that ambition to be big, right, faces in this situation. So like. Sure, I will be pretty straightforward on that.
Sony.
Yeah, Sony. So sorry, guys. So Sony, I will be a bit straightforward to that. Like when I talk about combat sports, the injury is the first part which comes to my mind. Like if I am training, I am doing, like combat sports. So the injury part comes to my mind. The first thing, like what if I get injured during sparring, during fight? So like, how do you manage those things?
I have a very simple answer to that.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, bro.
Yeah.
Anyways, injury is the part that you always have to deal with no matter what. So don't tell me that your parents who are 40 or 50 or 60 years old are not dealing with something that cannot be considered injury in combat sports.
Yeah.
And if you're in combat sports and if you deal with an injury and you did not see it coming, then it's your fucking fault, bro. Listen, I know मेरे में क्या कमी है. I know the shit that is wrong with my body, bro. And I see it coming, and if I don't see it coming, it's my fucking fault. Why don't you see it coming that your dick is small? I don't get it, bro. You need to fucking research, and you need to fucking take some surveys, and you need to. Okay, the only reason you cannot see it coming is because you don't spar with other gyms. And if you don't spar with other gyms, and that is because of the gym you are. Let's say Negi's, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the name Negi. Negi is the worst. So let's say I'm at ends, and the reason I think I'm the best boxer in the world is because I'm at ends. It's the reason that I get injured also, because I think I'm the best, but I'm the worst. But I think I'm the best, so I go with the word best, and then I get injured. So you have to always be calculating. You have to always be taking feedback from the others, and you always have to be fighting with the people who are better than you. Because if you're not Conor McGregor, then there's someone better than you.
You're Max. So like Sony, like the first question which came to my mind when you were talking about this culture was like when I talk about when I was training like in these gyms. So the thing is, like, I don't get opponent for like my own things, like my
Your own
weight,
weight
yeah,
and your own height.
weight. Yeah.
Height,
So
weight.
that is the most important thing, because like I started boxing in my late 20s, right?
Yeah.
I was 25.
Yeah, and that is the most important part of your life.
Yeah.
That is when you need the people that are exactly like you or better than you, but exactly like you and still better than you, to be able to match, to be able to be better or train or whatever, right? That means you're at the wrong fucking gym, bro.
But like, let's say,
Like, bro,
Yeah.
listen. Over time, I've played soccer. I've done businesses at the highest level. I've played soccer. I've played collegiate soccer in Canada and USA at the same time. When I was 16, I was playing collegiate soccer, okay? And I've tried to do combat sports at the highest level, even though I'm not successful yet, but I will be. The only thing I can say is your environment
Matters
is
so much.
everything.
Yeah.
Your environment is everything. The people who you're training with is everything. because they will depict and they will train you for the people who you fight. Imagine, okay, bro. Imagine,
Yeah.
imagine. Okay,
Yeah.
you're fucking 26,
Yeah. I'm
and
26.
sorry,
Yeah, I'm 26.
okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So imagine you're 26, I'm 23. Imagine you're 26 to 23,
Hmm.
and then you're training with a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
Yeah.
you slap him every time you because he's 10 years
Yeah,
old, bro.
yeah,
What he's
yeah.
gonna do?
Yeah.
He's this much. He's this little, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you slap him 5 times a day, but then you come up against like someone who's actually serious about a sport and is your age.
Yeah.
But all you get in your coaching is a 10-year-old. How are you gonna beat me? Because all I get in my coaching is people like me or better. How are you gonna defeat me, bro? Tell me this. If you can answer this, and you can actually defeat me at the same time, and all you get is 10-year-olds in the coaching, then I will suck your dick, and he will suck your dick.
I mean, yeah. So like, I will be a bit, distracting to the topic first on this. So, like, sure, like, I come from a very conservative Indian family.
Yeah.
So, like, my parents are more like, if you wanted to play sports, it's more on like a hobby kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
So they used to push me like, if you get a better job, you can pursue anything.
Yeah.
So like, if I am like 21 and I wanted to pursue combat sports, right? So like, how can I, convince my parents to be on my side? Like, I wanted to pursue this thing and be on my side because
I have the perfect answer.
yeah. Sorry.
Okay, train for 8 months and then challenge your father for a duel. Challenge your father for a duel, and if he can beat you, you quit it forever, because you've been doing it for 8 months. If you can beat him, you're done for shit. But after 8 months, 8. Listen, you're probably gonna beat him after the first month, but after 8 months, challenge your father for a duel in anything: boxing, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, MMA, whatever he wants, whatever he likes. And if you can beat him, you can pursue what you want.
But sure, like, let's be like practical. Like, if I am a parent of a, like, let's say a 20-year-old, right? I want him to be successful. He had a good white collar job,
Yeah.
right? So if
How much is he earning?
I mean, I'm not talking about the earning first of all.
No, let's give a random figure.
I mean,
Not yours, man.
let's say he's earning like 40K.
Okay.
He is doing like some kind of a side gig kind of a thing, and he wants to pursue boxing. So
Yeah.
my first thing as a father will be like, get a stable job, and this all thing, because I have seen world like,
Yeah, of course,
in
of course.
India, sports are not a future.
Mhm.
We don't see sports as a future, right? So you have to take that as a like account as well, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Of course,
people
of
are not
course.
very comfortable
The thing
about
is,
talking about it.
bro, listen, if you're a fighter and like any sport, like if you're a fighter in any sport and your father says something, he's giving you good advice because he's seen the world
Yeah,
and he knows what country you're in.
yeah,
But the one major thing you have to do is you have to earn enough to move out on yourself into a major city like Mumbai or Delhi or Bangalore, where there you can find a good gym. If you can find a good gym and you can afford enough to live there, that's all you fucking want, bro. And even better, if you can live outside your fucking country, if you can live in Bali,
yeah,
bro, listen,
yeah,
$50,000 rupees a month is nothing.
yeah. I mean,
Right?
yeah.
If you can spend 50,000 rupees a month, that's bottom line. But if let's say if you can spend 75,000 rupees a month and you can live a good life in Bali, and you can train at the same time, there's no one stopping you. Just shove some fucking money in your father's throat, and that's all you want, bro.
I mean, I get your point, Sony. But my main thing is like earning that buck.
Yeah.
It is a milestone as well. For
I
some-
know.
Like, let me be a bit clear, because our own audience, they are mainly like students who are in their like
So
11,
basically,
12.
what you're saying is my audience is a loser, right?
No, I'm not
No,
talking
no,
about
no, it's
losing.
okay,
No,
it's
no, no.
okay.
Let
I
me,
was a
let
loser
me,
once.
no, let
I
me,
was a loser once.
I mean, I'm not talking about that, Sony. I'm talking about like the people. They don't have tasted that money you're
Yeah.
talking about, right?
Yeah.
Like, if I take average age of earning in India is 23,
Yeah.
and you're talking about like you have seen the culture. It's like in outside of India,
Yeah.
they started earning in 19, 18. They
16,
are doing
16.
yeah, like they are doing part-time jobs.
Yeah.
We don't have that culture.
Yeah.
We are totally depending on our parents.
Until like you can
Yeah,
start earning. Right?
like start earning.
Yeah.
So, like, if I wanted to start combat, I am not able to speak out, right? Like,
Yeah.
I love that sport because I used to love that sport. I didn't continue when I started earning.
Yeah.
So that thing is always there. Like
Mhm.
I wanted to prove myself. I wanted to prove my parents that I can afford that dream which
Yeah.
I had.
Yeah.
So like, what are the side gigs I can start with? Like you have done some of the part-time jobs.
Okay,
right?
bro.
Yeah.
The side gig that
Yeah.
you can do to start anything in life is grow some fucking balls. listen, grow some fucking balls and take responsibility for yourself. If you cannot do that, then just jerk off and sleep, bro. Like, what can I say? If you cannot take responsibility for yourself, just jerk off and sleep. No?
I mean, sure has been a bit straightforward. I would say like you have to have some balls.
Yeah.
Like you have to take the chance. Like on yourself. Like I can earn money, right? I can prove my parents that I can do better in life. I have that credibility. So those kind of things. Like I wanted to know.
The
like,
thing is, bro,
Yeah,
I'll tell you
yeah.
one thing, yeah. Anyone's parents,
Yeah.
especially in India,
Yeah.
if you're coming from a normal background like
Yeah.
I am,
Yeah.
they've dreamt at least 200% less than you.
Yeah.
My parents have dreamt 200,000% less of me. And I'm sure
You're doing good. You're doing good.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm sure your parents have dreamt less than what you have done,
Yeah.
right? The thing is, all you have to do is dream more, and you have to tell your parents that my dreams are gonna be a reality. And every once in a while, you have to show them that they are a reality, bro. Like
But-
if the thing is, bro, if you can't even get a client for your fucking social media marketing agency, then that is something you have to focus on more, because money is everything. Combat sports might not be okay, bro. One thing I want to tell you: doesn't matter how much attention you pay to combat sports or any sports or anything in the world. Let's say you want to be the best gigolo. Do you know what's a gigolo?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So
You can tell the audience as well.
yeah.
Like, what's the
So a gigolo is being a male prostitute. Okay. Let's say you want to be you want to be the best.
He didn't
male-
sugarcoat it that I would have sugarcoated that, but yeah.
Let's say you want to be the best gigolo in the world, bro. Let's say you want to be the best gigolo in Indrapuram, Orange County, right? That's where I live, bro. That's a very small place, but your dick is not big enough. What are you gonna do? You have to work hard, and if you cannot work hard, there's nothing else, bro. Just be a slave. If you cannot work hard, just be a fucking slave. Do you understand? Do you fucking understand? And be a slave and be happy with it, because you cannot work hard because you're a fucking pussy.
So like Sony, like I had a question.
Yeah.
When you were discussing about this, so earlier when we were talking about all this stream,
Yeah.
so like you said that the surrounding around you importance most, like
Yeah.
what you do in life, right?
Yeah.
You have to have like people who are criticizing you showing your weaknesses, right? So that you can work on that. So maybe you can light the viewers someone that like how should I be choosing people who I live with,
Yeah.
right? So that
Not
will-
even live with, bro.
yeah.
You should be choosing people who you interact with at every single moment in your life, unless you are mandatory to do it. You know,
Mhm.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So the thing is, okay, I'll tell you guys one story. Yeah. I dropped out of college. I was doing civil engineering. one maybe like 2 years in. I don't really remember because it was COVID. So half the time I
Didn't
wasn't
count,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, half of the time I wasn't there. Half of the time I was there. But anyways, whatever happened in the college does not fucking matter because I dropped out and I started making $50,000 as profit. That's more than any of my peers.
I'm earning. I'm earning. I mean, I have done like masters from a good
No,
college.
he's a G, bro.
And-
That's
no,
why he's
no,
in the
no,
street.
no, 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 no,
Listen,
no.
listen, listen.
Let,
No,
let
no,
me, let me.
bro, no, no, no. Shut the. Bro. Listen, if he wasn't a G, he wouldn't be here. So just make him shut up and let me speak. Okay.
I mean,
so
I mean, Sony have a good life experience about like things. Like he knows like how economy works, how things are, like in the real market. So I know like he has that tremendous knowledge about like social media. He knows about things like how a business works. So yeah, I think the main purpose of this stream is to share that knowledge. So I am just being a mediator, and like Sony is a sea of knowledge, I would say.
Appreciate it, bro, but I'm not really a sea of knowledge because you're the ocean. Bro, listen, if you guys ever want to get something about AI, contact this motherfucker, bro. And like, but listen. Before you contact him, make sure you pay him.
I don't. I'm
See,
good.
he doesn't want to get paid. So what you can do is you can pay me and then contact
Yeah,
him.
yeah, sure. Pay sure. I love that. We'll do. It will be a separate discussion on the stream. So back to the topic, like we were talking about.
हाँ
So
किससे हाँ किससे
हेलो
भाई देख अभी तो मैं स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ तो मैं बाद में रिप्लाई करता हूँ ठीक है
हेलो कहाँ पे है?
अबे स्ट्रीम में स्ट्रीम हुआ है मैं मेरे को आई हैव टू क्लिक द शिट ओके Let me get some fucking vodka, bro. What the fuck? क्या हुआ जाना तेरे को स्ट्रीम में नंगा पैंच ब्रो लुक एट दिस 5 मिनट ठीक है भाई कितना
चल रही है
ओके 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 वही 420 बता था 400 कुछ बता था ना इसने
420 हाँ
420 ठीक है
तूने बोला मैं तो शॉर्ट लड़ने ही देना है
नहीं इसने बोला मैं तेरे को बताया जस्ट
ठीक है
ताकि तू याद रखे भाई राइट
बहन के लिए तो बहन जब भर देता है इसको ऑन करना है भाई ये पुराने में अटकी हुई है
भाई इमेजिन इफ द स्ट्रीम इज नॉट इवन स्टार्टेड
बकचोदी मत कर चल बैठ जा भाई
अभी पता लगेगा बकचोदी है कि नहीं है ओ नहीं है बकचोदी नहीं है भाई नहीं है बकचोदी नहीं
चल 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 बैठ जा
कभी याद है अच्छा
चल चल चल
we're gonna be right back guys listen guys we're gonna be right back we're gonna just like collect some more data for you guys तेरे पास ही है ना भाई सुन मैं साके जाऊंगा ना मैं दिल्ली तक ये लगा जा रहा हूं ठीक है वैसे बोलूं और नहीं भाई देख मैं सोचता हूँ अगर मैं इसके बाद देखूंगा कि कैसे क्लिक करना है एआई काटेगा भाई मैं तो ये खा नहीं वीडियोस हां भाई वो 100% एआई थी मैंने कुछ नहीं बताया मेरे पास तो एक सैंपल वीडियो भेजी वो थी ना मैंने देखो रॉक द बैंक की भेजी हां हां मैंने उसको स्टार्टिंग में भेजी हां मैंने उसको वो भेजी मेरे को ऐसी वीडियो बनानी और मैंने दो चार ट्राई और किए और उसके बाद फिक्स गेटिंग बेटर उसके बाद मैं सिर्फ काम मांगूंगा
Back.
इसे बंद कर दे. Treat me, baby.
From a Maybach, beep beep baby.
We're back. The legends.
It's on.
It's on, of course it's on, bro.
So yeah, back to the topic we were discussing. So like, Shaurya was discussing about like what are the things.
Sony.
Yeah, Sony,
Cool.
Sony. Yeah, Sony was discussing about like what are the things which we can like. The main thing is the um, restrictions which we feel from the family
Yeah.
side.
Bro, the only answer to the restrictions that you feel from your family, even if you're Indian, you're Arab, you're black, you're white, you're grey, you're green, you're purple, is like just to say fuck you to them, bro. And the only way you can say fuck you to them is if you make your own fucking money, bro. If you don't make your own fucking money, start making porn, start doing something that can give you some fucking money. Even if you have to cut grass, I've cut grasses, I've cleaned toilets, I've cleaned stadiums, I've done so much shit. I've cleaned cars, I've done security jobs at black parties in Scarborough. There was like guns all over, people pressuring me to fucking drink when I was on duty, which was not allowed at all, by the way. But like, I did not drink. But like, you have to do something, bro. You have to make some fucking money so you can say fuck you to your family and like fucking approach your fucking dream, bro.
So, like, like let's say we have talked about the family side of the things. Like, if you are earning good, you can pursue your things. But like, what is the thing? Like, how to select a better coach? Like, you have trained with many of the coaches, right? Like, how should I know like this coach is good for me? Like, if you can give me
The only answer to this is look at their past. Have they achieved anything in the sport you're trying to train with them? So all my coaches in Thailand have achieved something. They're all professionals or either ex-professionals, WBC champions. Either they're WBC champions or they're still professionals, right? And young as fuck. So the youngest coach I had was my fucking age and 8-0 and
Yeah.
8 knockouts, by the way. And that is how I knew he was a good coach, okay? And I was like pressuring him to teach me all the fucking time, and I was begging him, and I was sucking his dick. But listen, if your coach is like something I've had in India, who's
Yeah.
hello, I'll be right back, yeah.
So yeah, I will continue on this. Like Sony was talking about like how should I earn money and everything. So like the first taboo around Indian parents is like they wanted you to be successful. They wanted you to settle down, right? So there's no harm in it because if I'm a parent,
क्रेडिट स्कूल आवा तो बाहर में
no issues. So like they all want good from you, like they want you to earn money, they want you to settle down. So that's the I would not comment on those things. But yeah, I think if you think that you have that passion for a sport, so maybe there is a slight chance because now in a social media kind of a thing we spend like 8 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever, on social media, right? We scroll reels and everything. So if you are able to give your own time, your own thing to a sport which you love, is good. Like, I'm not talking about like Sony was talking about like you have to earn money to pursue a thing. If you are able to do it on your own, it's really good. Like if you are doing it for just love for the game, like I do it for love the game, I don't see a future for myself. So if you are able to do that, it's important to like to spend some kind of money because like at a level you won't be able to get it for free. Like I know you would be saying like YouTube gives you this kind of content free of course, right? But you won't be able to get it there. A person coach, a person you know academy will give you that kind of exposure which you can you know will bring the best out of you. So yeah, that's the thing we should you can focus on. And like the challenges which I faced genuinely was like money. First of all, like I come from a very middle class kind of background. Like my father was is a government official, so we don't have that kind of a luxury that I can uh, be self-reliant on my father's income, right? So I have to have like prove myself first. So that's a thing. I mean, if you are privileged enough that you can spend on yourself, highly recommend. Like I'm not talking about just combat sports. I'm talking about in general. Like you can be better, like physically, because like physical health, mental health is key to everything. Like if you are mentally sane, you are mentally physically sane, then you can achieve anything, I would say. Like um, like if you wanted to work on yourself, you wanted to have a personal brand kind of thing, so you can do with that. I majorly I do like running events because like outside of combat sports I like running, so I do like half marathons. I do like in my pipeline I have Ironman as well. So like if you think you can pursue those things, you can you I would strongly recommend you to like work on yourself. Main thing is work on yourself. Like you I mean, I won't be able to say that like you are good at this thing, you should pursue this, because you know yourself, you know how you can manage those kind of things. So that's the main crisp of all for the whole life you're doing. Because I mean, I ask a lot of kind of questions. So like Sony, I used to ask like general questions. I talk about like sports in general, so with them. So yeah, I think that kind of a thing, that kind of a you know mindset, you can grow when you are having that that hunger. So for that hunger, you have to work on yourself. You have to give it a try. You have to be more open about those things. Yeah, I think I have talked really much about those things. So yeah, maybe it will be a really good topic for our next stream. So yeah, we'll हाँ भाई, तो तेरे को कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है।